watched Fruitvale Station today. That was the first film that Ryan Coogler made. He followed that with Creed 2. He followed that with Creed and then Black Panther. I think Fruitvale Station is the best of those three movies. In fact, I think Fruitvale Station is one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. I'm prepared to give it a 10 because it was impactful. It made you feel things, for sure. I teared up several times during this movie. If you don't know what the movie's about, it's about a young black man who was shot by police officers in Oakland, California, or in the Bay Area. I don't know if I think that's Oakland. Anyway, Fruitvale Station is the name of the train station that he was at when it happened. True story. And it was a senseless, needless death. Okay? And the movie, although dramatized and probably some things that were put in there to make you feel even more, just the fact that it happened is bad enough. And this isn't one of your cases either where you can go, oh, well, we don't know what really happened. The officer could have felt threatened. Like, it wasn't one of those type of situations, okay? The officer afterward said that he mistook his gun for his taser. He thought he was pulling out his taser. Although there was a lot of cell phone footage of the true events that happened, and the man was not resisting at that point. Even if he was resisting at some point before, at this point, he was on his belly being handcuffed. And he was shot in the back. That's more than horrible. This type of shit should never happen. This video I'm making is really, it's about the movie and how good of a movie it was. But I just wanted to speak on that as well. I know there is a lot of hostility between police and the black community and what's going on, what's been going on with police shootings in the past couple of years. But this happened in 2009, and this one wasn't even questionable. I mean, I know that some of them, we don't really know what happened, right? We don't know. We can only speculate. But this one, there was enough eyewitnesses, enough cell phone footage, enough first-hand accounts, and, the admission of the officer that this shouldn't happen. Anyway, moving on from that, I wanted to speak on that because this is what the movie's about. The movie had me tearing up several times because I already know, right? I know what the movie's about, so I know how it ends. And I think that's how most people will go into this movie watching it, okay? Most people will know the story or read the synopsis and know what this movie's about, or you don't watch this movie unless you kind of know what it's about. But just this guy, the way that they showed this guy's relationship with his daughter in the film, like I said, I don't know how much was dramatized. I don't know how much it was made to make you feel certain ways. But the fact that the movie did make me feel certain ways means it was a really well-made movie. So just the interactions between this guy and his daughter were the most impactful to me because I have a young daughter. And it was just, it got me, man, when he was telling his little girl that the next day he was going to take her to Chuck E. Cheese. And he never got the opportunity to do that. And it's just sad. And it doesn't matter. And the movie didn't portray this guy as an angel either. We don't know how true. The movie says that he was kind of like turning over a new leaf, kind of changing his ways. He had been in prison before. He had been arrested several times. He spent a lot of 2 years of his adult life in prison, and but that's never going to justify someone dying. I mean, that's all I'm saying. I mean, people will argue that, like sick people will argue that, like, oh, he was a criminal, he was a bad apple anyway, You're sick. And look, dude, if you watch this movie and you don't get any kind of feels at all, if you don't get a little teary-eyed, I'm sorry, you're probably a piece of shit. Like, this movie was very impactful. And Michael B. Jordan, man, this guy, it kind of seems like he's very similar in every role that he's played. However, it doesn't matter because it's good. It's good. He's such a great actor. I love watching him on screen. And this role, oh, man, just stellar performance. It caught me off guard, this movie did. I'm not going to lie. I didn't expect to feel that emotional about it. Sometimes, I feel like I can't identify with certain things, right? I'm not a young African American, but I am a dad, I couldn't imagine, leaving my little girl to be raised, without me, to not have her dad. And the movie got me, man. And then like the final scenes when he's saying, I have a daughter. You shot me, I have a daughter. Like, oh my God. It was intense. It was intense. Best movie I've seen in a long time. For sure. Ryan Coogler, like, whew. I know now why he blew up so fast, because this movie is what kind of launched him. This is like an indie film originally, and it kind of blew up Ryan Coogler's career, and he got a Marvel movie, a few years later. That's crazy, but I see why now. I see why, because Fruitvale Station was intense, man. It was intense. And whether you compare it to the real story or not, like, this movie was great. This is a great movie. I loved it. Props to Ryan Coogler. Props to Michael B. Jordan. That movie was spectacular. So well made. I've spoken long enough. I'm probably dragging this video out a long ways, but if you haven't seen Fruitvale Station, look, this came out in 2013 and I slept on it. I didn't know anything about it until recently when Ryan Coogler became popular, and I'm like, I might as well do the trifecta and watch the other movie that he's made, because the other two I've seen have been excellent. Saw this one and blows the others out of the water even. Like, it's so good. Oh my God. Go watch it. Fruitvale Station. Fantastic movie. Sad story. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.